Came on board since January 2011. I've been working with CenterZip now almost 3 years, and I've pretty much been overseeing all the development effort, the work product, all the design on a brand new application that our company has been developing now. It's been in the market now for 2 years, and CenterZip has been a very big part of developing this product for us. Probably 90% of the development team. So, I think the biggest benefit is, first of all, we started the product and it was basically nothing but a 300-page product requirements document, and it went from a 300-page document to the first release of the software in less than 3 months. And we started with one sprint team of about 8 team members at CenterZip. And as we've developed the product over 3 years, the company CenterZip's allowed us to actually ramp up the design team, so we had up to 24 people working on it in order to get us and get the product out to market as quick as possible. So that's been extremely beneficial. It's something we couldn't have done unless we had hired a whole core of engineers and software developers here locally, which is extremely difficult to do. Here in at least the Texas market, it's a very software development focused area in Houston, and the market is very tight for finding Java developers. And once you do, it's very, very difficult to find developers that actually have the breadth of knowledge that you need, that you can gain benefit from by having a team like CenterZip, where they basically have skill sets that they bring in from the QA perspective to the UI perspective, the back-end services, and the very good DBAs. Having that broad sense of all the skills brought together is hard to do when you're trying to ramp up a team so quickly. So, the cost advantage is obviously there, just based on the pure rates alone, but the better cost management is really speed to market, is the ability to basically ramp up and get a number of folks with these different skill sets all together in a quick manner. And not only that, but to have the same team stay with you for now, some of the team members have been on the team now for almost 3 years. So somebody that you can actually trust and bring other folks in and get the product designed as quick as possible. So, I would say early on, as with any team, it probably took a little while because we were all learning together. A lot of the designs are basically at the point of whiteboard, designing the data model on the whiteboard, designing kind of the UI. And once we kind of got past the first few months, we were able to actually quickly turn around proof of concepts in a matter of days, and then tweak those, and that gave us the baseline framework of the product. And now we're to the point, CenterZip's had the same team members in some cases for almost 3 years. Now they're almost like we can basically have a quick conversation that they know the data model, they know the UI, kind of the standards framework. We can get things turned around very quickly from a concept that came from a user requirement to a turnaround usually within a month. So I would say the thing that's been most beneficial in CenterZip is really the skills that they hire. They really go through it's not easy to get hired on a CenterZip, and once they're there, they tend to keep their people. And one of the things that I've found that's been very beneficial is, as people have rolled onto the team, we haven't even had to really monitor their work, because the actual leadership team that we work with at CenterZip, there have been a few instances where they've actually said somebody really wasn't up to par, and they've actually rolled them off and rolled other people back onto the project. So they kind of self-manage themselves as far as the quality of product and skill set that they bring to the table. So that's been very beneficial. I don't have to micromanage. I just know that the product that I'm getting is going to be delivered on time, and there's enough feedback mechanisms. We're working with the offshore people that we're down to just meeting with them twice a week on schedule. And the most beneficial thing is having one resource of the leadership team on more of a rotation status, so that we can work with them on a daily basis. They then manage most of the management of the team back offshore, and it really minimizes the amount of work that we have to spend in micromanaging anybody that's not locally with us. Yes, I plan to go again, but I did get a chance to visit with the team in Pune, and I saw they're actually split between 2 different offices, and I kind of saw the work ethic in very, very late hours pretty often that the team works. But I got a chance to work with the different QA team and how they're kind of structured around pods, and I got to kind of also work with the management team there that actually is in charge of staffing all the different companies and products. As the team is being brought together, they have skill sets around the different areas of technology that you're trying to bring into your own back office and your own product, to the point that in some cases we've actually had to ask for point expertise around certain areas, such as, say, automated testing routines from the QA environment. They were able to go out and find point resources that they could bring on for just, say, a week at a time to kind of ramp their team up and get them to the right skill set. And there's been other areas around UI development where they've been able to bring in experts for maybe other projects, and they let us tap into some of their experience where we don't have those direct team members, but we can leverage some of that experience, and that's been very helpful. So.